Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's start. Just a second. Okay. Okay, so we started our previous class with the discussion that probability line is here that consists of like 0 to 1. So probability of any event means the set of all possible outcomes. So event of getting head, event of getting tail, event of getting 5 while rolling a die. Okay, these are event. Okay, the set of all possible outcome. So when we are talking about outcome, like event of getting 8 as a sum when we are rolling 2 die, so these are the events. Okay, we were discussing in the previous class only that the probability of any event will always lie in between 0 to 1. 0 means impossible event. 1 means sure or certain event. We also write it in this way. We also write it like this, that probability of any event lie in between 0 to 1. Okay, it can be either 0 or can be 1. This is how we can use the inequality sign. That means this sign, just a second. Just a moment now. This is how we can use this inequality sign to represent the statement which we are talking about, that probability of any event will always lie in between 0 to 1. It can be 0, that's why one equal sign also I have given. Okay, it can be 1 also. 1 means sure event, certain event. It can be 0, it can be 1, or it can be in between 0 to 1. So this is the, like, we are having 4 inequality sign. In future only you will, like in higher class, you will be able to learn about this inequality sign also, that we are having lesser than, greater than, lesser or equals to. This means less or equal. This means either less than or equals to. This represent either less than or equals to. Okay, similarly, one more inequality sign. Inequality sign, I am saying inequality. Equal sign we don't have. Equal sign we don't have. This type of lesser than, greater than, lesser or equals to, greater or equals to. This represent either greater than or equals to. That means if I am writing that, suppose x is greater or equals to 4, greater or equals to 4, that means x can be 4. Greater than 4, that means 5, 6, 7, 8, like this. So either it is 4, this equality sign represent that x is either 4 or bigger than 4. Are you understanding the meaning of this sign?
Yes, mom.
Similarly, if I am writing that x is smaller than or equals to 20. Okay, x is smaller than or equals to 20. So it's smaller than 20, whatever number is there, we will list down, and 20 also we will write. It's smaller than 20, all the number we will list down. Now the instruction has to be clear. Are we talking about all the integer only, or rational, irrational, real number, what? So all the number which is less than 20, that we will be writing. But since this equal sign is also there, equality sign is also there, this is equality sign, that's why 20 also we have to take over here. Similarly, probability lies always till now. So far you have learned probability, you are learning from the last two classes. Okay, so many questions you have solved. Whatever probability you have found so far, every answer is lying in between 0 to 1. Okay, it can't go beyond, 1, and it can't go beyond 0. We cannot say probability of anything is negative number. We cannot say that, because 0 is impossible and 1 is sure and certain. So either it is impossible or sure and certain, or anything in between that. Okay, so we will always represent our probability, that probability of any event is greater or equals to 0 and lesser or equals to 1. Don't memorize, understand that equal means probability can be 0, equal means probability can be 1, or anything in between that 0 and 1. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, mom.
Okay, now the next. Now let me take one example. Just a second. Okay, suppose we are, let's start with the basic example. Suppose we are tossing a coin. Okay, tossing a coin. What is the probability of getting a head? Can you tell me? And the probability of getting a tail also. Please tell me, what is, if we are tossing just one coin, what is the probability of getting a head? Anyone?
One by two.
1 by 2. Perfect. It will be 1 by 2. When we are tossing a coin, the possibility is either head. The possibility is either head or tail. Probability of getting a head means favorable outcome by total outcome. How many favorable outcome we are having? We want head. We want head. How many times head? Only head is there. But total outcome, how many total outcomes we are having? Got it? Similarly, what is the probability of getting a tail? Please tell me.
Teacher, also 1 by 2.
It is also 1 by 2. Perfect. Okay, probability of getting a head is 1 by 2. Probability of getting a, we can write it like that. Probability of getting a head is 1 by 2. Probability of getting a tail is also 1 by 2. Now, can you see here, when we are adding this probability of getting a head plus probability of getting a tail, what are we going to have? Please tell me. Please tell me.
1.
1, right? when we will be taking probability of head plus probability of tail, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is giving us 1. Okay, we can also write it this way. We can also write it this way. This represents probability of getting head, and other one represent probability of getting tail. Instead of tail, can I write probability of getting something that is not head? Not head, because here is two option only, either it is head or it is tail. So when I'm saying not head, that is also mean tail only. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we say it like this? That first one is head, fine. The next one we can also write it this way. Why not? Tail means not head. So we can write this tail as a not head. So first one, probability of head, plus the next one, probability of not head, that is equals to 1. Okay, this type of scenario we will be having when we will be talking about the complement. Okay, complementary event. These two are called complementary event. Let me give more examples so that it will be clear to you. These two are the example of complementary event. That is, one is head, another not head. Added together, it will always generate 1. Okay, complementary event. These two are complementary event. Added together is generating 1. Now the other example can be, suppose we are rolling a die. Okay, rolling a die. The outcome can be, can you tell me when we are rolling a die, what can be the outcome? Please tell me. Yes? Anyone? When you are rolling a die, what can be the outcome? A die, one die. When we are playing Ludo or any game and rolling a die, what can be the possible outcomes? Am I
There
audible?
can be 6 outcomes.
Yeah, it can be
6 outcomes.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
5,
5,
and 6. Okay, yes, this 6 outcome will be there, here. Now, if I am saying write the probability of getting, let's say probability of getting a number less than 4. What will be the probability?
3 by 6.
3 by
1 by 2.
1 by 2. 3 by 6, that means 1 by 2. Probability of getting any number that is less than 4. How many numbers are less than 4? 1, 2, 3. Favorable outcome 3. Total outcome, when we are rolling a die, total outcome is 6. So 3 by 6, that means 1 by 2. Okay. Now what is the probability? Probability of getting a number more than or equals to 4. How many possibility will be there? Either it is more than 4 or equals to 4. Please tell me, anyone? Probability of getting a number. The number can be more than 4 or maybe equals to 4. Both are acceptable. How many favorable outcome we are having? Anyone?
3.
Exactly, 3 favorable outcome we are having. This outcome listing down the total number of outcome, finding the probability, favorable outcome by total outcome. Is that clear to everyone? First, let me know. Otherwise, we need to start from the very basic. Sumaya, Alvina, Noah, Arya, Afnan, Abdul, Aisha, Ifra. Please let me know one by one whether this like basic is clear or not.
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Everyone know it, right? Favorable outcome by total outcome. Have you heard that? This formula? Have you used it before?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So let's continue. We are just taking favorable outcome number that is more than or equals to 4. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3 numbers are there. That is more than or equals to 4 by total outcome, that is 6. Okay, 1 by 2. Here also we are getting. Now here we have got, like here we have found probability of a number less than 4. If we will be adding this to, again, probability of getting 4, okay, less than 4 is there, getting less than 4, plus probability of getting a number more than or equals to 4. If we will add it, what are we going to get? 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. That means again we are going to get 1. Can we write it again this way? The way we have written previously, that probability of getting, like probability of getting a number less than 4. Okay. And probability of getting a number that is not less than 4. Can you see? Instead of more or equal, can we write just the reverse of this? Okay, not less than 4. And again, the result is 1. We can write it this way also. Yes or no? The above statement, that is greater than or equals to 4. Can we write it this way also? Not less than 4. Not less than means what? Greater than only or equals to only. Yes or no? Getting it? The above statement, we can write it this way also. Are you getting? Yes, please let me know. Arya, are you there? Abdul? Anyone, please let me know. Is it getting clear that we can write this probability of getting a number more than or equals to 4? More than or equals to 4. And here what I have written, the same statement I have written, not less than 4. Not less than 4 means what? Not less than 4 means what? Not less than 4 means what? I don't want greater than. I don't want chocolate that is less than 4. That means if I am getting 4, that is okay. If I am getting greater than 4, that is okay. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Getting it? So if less than 4 is not acceptable, that means 4 will work and greater than 4 will be fine. Okay. So less than 4 is not acceptable. That means 4 or greater than 4 only. So yes, the above statement which we have written here, the circled one which we have written here, that probability of getting a number more than or equal to 4, that we can also write this way: probability of getting a number that is not less than 4. Why I am highlighting like this? Less than 4, not less than 4. Okay, less than 4, not less than 4. Okay, these two are called complementary event. One is just the reverse of the other, and always when we will be having the complementary events, like probability of event E plus probability of not E. Not E. E can be anything. E can be getting head, getting tail. Plus not E, always the result will be 1. This is called complementary events. E and not E, complementary events we are having. When we will add them, the result will always be 1. Okay. How we will use this concept? Let me take one example. When rolling, let me take another one. When tossing 2 coins simultaneously, then what is the probability of getting two heads? The first one, and the second one will be 3 heads, or maybe we can also take the third one will be no heads. Okay, this is how the question will be there. However, before solving this question, before coming to the conclusion and solving this question, let's take one more question. Let's discuss that. Then we are coming to this one. Otherwise, you will get confused. Suppose this question is there. 2 players, Sangeeta and Reshma, play a tennis match. It is known that the probability of Sangeeta winning the match is 0.62. What is the probability of Reshma winning the match? Let's discuss it in detail. Okay, don't worry. This is like, don't worry with the like so big question is there. Let's try to understand. 2 players are there. Okay, 2 players are there. Sangeeta is there and Reshma is there. 2 players are there, Sangeeta and Reshma. Okay, Both are playing tennis match. Okay. Here it is clearly written that both are playing tennis match. This is how we will solve any word problem. Step by step, word by word, we will read. So two players are there. The name is Sangeeta and Reshma. What they are doing? They are playing tennis match. They are playing tennis match. Now it is known that the probability of Sangeeta winning the match is this. There is a chance that Sangeeta will win the match, and that probability is 0.62. Okay? The probability that Sangeeta will win the match is 0.62. Let's note it down. Probability that Sangeeta will win the match. That probability is already given as a 0.62 in the question. Okay. What we have to find? What is the probability of Reshma winning the match? How many people are playing? 2 people. How many people are playing the match? 2 people. Sangeeta, Reshma. Okay, together they are playing. So probability that Sangeeta will win the match is 0.62. What is the probability that Reshma will win the match? What is the probability that Reshma will win the match? So can we write it this way? The way now only we were learning that complementary event, one event E is happening plus event E not happening, that will always be 1. That will always be 1. The complementary event, just the reverse case of each other. Head, we are going to get head, plus we are going to not get head. That equals to 1 will be there. Okay, it will be there. Similarly, here can we write probability that Sangeeta will win? Sangeeta wins. And plus probability that Sangeeta is not winning. That will be 1. Now only the formula we have seen, this type of formula where head plus not head is equals to 1. Or the other example we have seen where the probability of getting less than 4 plus not less than 4, 1. So probability of A plus probability of not A, 1. Probability of C plus probability of not C, 1. Always this type of event, when we are having both the case exactly reverse of each other, the result will be 1. Okay, the result will be 1. This is the formula which we are seeing in 2 examples which we are doing just now. Okay, the head tail example and the 4 less than 4 and greater or equals to 4, which we have written as not less than 4. That was also we were getting 1. So here we are writing the formula over here. The above 2 observation has given us a formula. This is the formula, that probability, the formula is probability that A is not going to happen. A is not going to happen. That will always be 1. Okay. Similarly, here why it will always be 1. Why it will always be 1? Just see the example of percentage. Okay. Suppose I am saying that in this glass there is 80% water. Can you tell me what is the empty portion? Can you tell me? Anyone? 80% water is there. So the empty portion is how much? 20%. This empty portion is there. So 80 plus 20, can you see? The water portion plus not water portion is making 100. Can you see it? Today I have finished 60%, not this basket. Today I have finished 60% of my work. Okay, I finished 60% of the work. So work finished plus work not finished, that will be 100. Obviously 40% of the work is not finished, and when we will add 60 plus 40, it is making 100. So when we are talking about percentage, we take 100 as a benchmark. 100 is complete, 100 is full. And when we talk about probability, we take 1. 1 means sure event, 1 means complete event, 1 means complete, full. Okay, that's why we are saying in probability that this is the formula, that probability of getting A plus probability of getting not A will always be 1. Getting it? Getting it? Now the question is how exactly we are going to use this formula. So the formula is, we have to find what is the probability that Reshma will win. Okay, Sangeeta will win, the probability is 0.62. So can we write it this way, that Sangeeta will win plus Sangeeta will not win? That will equals to 1. Exactly, it will be equals to 1. And this statement, see it carefully. See it carefully. If Sangeeta is not going to win, then who will win? Who will win? If Sangeeta is not going to win the match, then who will win the match?
Reshma.
Reshma. Reshma is going to win. Okay. Me and Aisha is playing the tennis match. If I am going to lose the match, who will win the match? Aisha will win the match. Okay. So the circled one, which I have written that Sangeeta is not going to win, whatever answer we will be getting for this circled one, that is the only meaning of Reshma will win the match. Can I write it this way, that Reshma will win the match? Sangeeta is not going to win means what? Reshma is going to win. So these two are different sentences, but exactly same meaning is there. Are you able to understand? And with the help of given data, we will be able to find easily that if probability of, let me write it over here, if probability that Sangeeta will win the match is 0. What was there? 62 plus this one we don't know. Okay, Sangeeta is not winning, which means Resma is winning. We don't know. Okay, Sangeeta not winning. Sangeeta not winning. Or maybe this also signifies that Reshma is winning. This we don't know. But we know that the sum will be 1. We know that the sum will be 1. So this 0.62, we can shift it to other side and we will get the probability of this one. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So directly we will get the probability. We don't have to think about the favorable outcome. We don't have to think about the total outcome. Directly we are going to get the answer only. From where? From the formula, that probability of event A plus probability of event, like probability of not A, is equals to 1. We know that. And we represent it like this. Probability of event E plus probability of E bar. E bar means not E. That is always 1. Okay, and with the help of this formula only we have found. Let's summarize everything. 2 players were playing the match, Sangeeta and Reshma. Okay, it is known that probability that Sangeeta will win is 0.62. Now the trickiest part is this one. What is the probability that Reshma will win? Now you will end up getting confused how you will find Reshma will win. But you just have to think. Reshma wins, Sangeeta is not winning. So Sangeeta win plus Sangeeta not win, 1. And easily you will be able to find Sangeeta is not winning. What is the probability? That probability is only indicating that Reshma is going to win the match. Yes or no? Getting
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
Is it clear to everyone? We are not going to talk about favorable outcome. We are not going to talk about total outcome. Just with the help of this complementary event. Like one is exactly the reverse of the other. That's called complementary event. We are finding the result. Getting it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Lot of question we will be able to do with the help of these concepts. Just a second, let me see few more example if we can take. एक सेकेंड. Just a second. Now suppose we are rolling a die. One more concept is there. Then we will summarize everything. Suppose we are rolling a die. The outcome can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what is the probability of getting 1? Probability of getting 1. Please tell me. Please tell me what is the probability of getting an outcome as a 1? What is the probability? How
1.
many favorable outcomes are there? Anyone?
1.
1. And what is total outcome?
6.
6. Favorable outcome is 1, total outcome is 2. Now instead of 1, probability of getting 1, if I will say probability of getting 2, it will also be
2 by 6.
2 by 6.
1 by 3.
No. Number of favorable outcome area we take. Everyone please be careful. Number of favorable outcome we take by total number of
Oh.
outcome. Okay, how many
1 by
favorable
6.
outcome we are having? One, only one outcome we are having for the first one. Now, probability of getting 2, number doesn't matter. 2, 3, 4, what is there? That doesn't matter. How many favorable outcome we are having, that matters. So again, one favorable outcome is there. What is the probability of getting 3 on the die?
1.
1 by 6. Yes or no? Yes or no? Probability will be 1 by 6. Favorable outcome, total outcome, probability of getting 4 will be 1 by
1 by 6.
probability of getting 5 will be,
1 by 6.
and probability of getting 6 will be
1 by 6.
1 by 6. All probability of getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all will be 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, like that. And if we will add all of them, let me show you. If we will add all of them, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if we will add all of them, what are we going to get?
1.
We will be getting 1. And when the favorable outcome is 1, when the favorable outcome is 1, okay, that's called elementary outcome. Okay, this 1, whenever we will be getting the favorable outcome as a 1, that's called elementary outcome. Okay, let me show you in one of the case. Now only we have solved it. Just a second. Yeah, can you see the probability of getting head? The favorable outcome was 1. Probability of getting tail, favorable outcome was 1. Okay, so whenever favorable outcome, this favorable outcome is 1, whenever the favorable outcome is 1, that's called elementary event. Okay, that's called elementary event. And if you will add all the elementary event, the result will be 1. Okay, now if in the MCQ question, if about elementary event, if any question will be there, be careful. It's talking about when we will be having the favorable outcome as a 1, and sum of all elementary event will be 1. You can see here, elementary event 1 by 2 we were having, other event 1 by 2 we were having. When we have added both of them, we got 1 as a result. Similarly, for the last one, all the elementary event. What is the meaning of elementary event? Okay, when the favorable outcome will be 1, that's called elementary event. Okay, favorable outcome 1, favorable outcome 1. Here also favorable outcome 1. So every time we have got all the elementary event we have taken, and when we have added all the elementary event, all elementary event, the result is 1. Okay, lots of different concepts we are discussing today. Let me summarize everything. First thing first, probability lies in between 0 to 1. Maximum it can be 1, minimum it can be 0. 0 is called impossible event. 1 is called sure certain event. Okay, now the complementary we have understood. Probability of event E plus probability of not E will always be 1. Okay, sometimes we have to use this formula to calculate the probability. We don't have to go for favorable outcome or total outcome. This formula will be enough for finding the probability. We also write it as a probability of E plus probability of E bar is equals to 1. So if probability of E is given, probability of E is given as a 0.75, then easily probability of E bar we will be able to find by taking 1 minus probability of E. That is 1 minus 0.75. Okay, that is 0.25. This is how we will be able to calculate the probability with the help of this formula. And these two are called complementary event. Okay, just the reverse of each other. That also we have seen with the help of example. Now the third one, whenever the favorable outcome is 1, that's called elementary event. Elementary event. And when we will add all the elementary event for a particular case, that like if we are tossing a coin, so getting a head 1 by 2, getting a tail 1 by 2. These two are elementary event. When we have added both of them, we got 1 as a result. Similarly, for die also we have seen getting 1, getting 2, getting 3, getting 4, getting 5, getting 6. All are elementary event. Why are we saying it elementary? Because only one favorable outcome is there. So what about this case? What about this case? Suppose probability of E is, let's say, 3 by 6. This is also, we will cancel it and we will be getting 1 by 2. This is also elementary. Is it elementary because favorable became 1 after cancellation? No, this is not